afternoon. Welcome back to the Brewing Bollocks podcast with myself, the Cough, the Kang, Bobby K, and of course, Cuba99. It is boiling hot, but nothing is as hot as the Brewing Bollocks crew. Bobby, what's been brewing?
I'm freezing.
What?
It's cold, man.
I thought you were just doing a Cole Palmer impersonation.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah.
It's more of a cold Palmer, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, it's nipply.
Yeah, it's definitely nippy in here, apparently. But what's been brewing, Bobby?
Not too much, buddy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually feeling pretty good. It's been a while, so last week's been really good.
Yeah.
Had a lot of fun. Went to a concert Friday night there. Went and saw Cypress Hill with the boys. Yeah, it was our 23rd anniversary on Sunday there. So the boys had bought tickets to take us out, and we had a good time, and then a nice anniversary weekend. So it was good. Yeah, things are good.
And Cooves, what's been brewing?
The complete opposite of Bobby. It's been boiling over here.
Yeah.
Absolutely stifling conditions.
Yeah.
Having to sleep with the fan on full blast all night.
Mm.
And to make it easier for us, Owen and I decided to have a packet each of hot Korean chicken ramen. I mean, when I say hot, I mean spicy hot.
Yeah.
And it was on fire. It was unbelievable. So that's just what you need in hot temperatures, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I must have lost a stone in sweat just today. That's what people want to know, isn't it?
Let's see who's in the audience this afternoon to take us through proceedings. We got my lovely Mickey's in the house. Good to see Mickey on her day off. Hopefully she's enjoying those ice lollies that she bought from Tesco. Hopefully having a great day off. We got Andrew Gregory's in the house, YouTube member. Good to see you, buddy. Hopefully you're well. We have Kudos. Good to see you, Kudos. Hopefully you're well, buddy. Hopefully you're well. We got Sean Slater saying afternoon cough. Bobby K. Coover in the chat. Good to see you earlier. Sean on the watch along. We had a great time. It was a good time. We got the number one Agon bar in the world. Hopefully you're well, buddy. Hopefully you're well. We've got Scott Hindham's in the house saying big up to all coys. What do you want to talk about, boys? We'll start
Football.
with you. Seeing as it's always hot by you, what do you do when it's hot?
Football.
For God's sake. No.
We could talk about this Arctic breeze that's taking Canada over.
All right. What's it like?
It's like 21 degrees because that's what Mama K turned the AC down to. And it's freezing in the basement.
How dare she?
21 degrees. Yeah, well, you're half polar bear by now. You must be.
Oh, yeah. Like I like it like I like a nice crisp 27.
Yeah.
Indian winter.
But Cooves, you've got the same problem as me. As we are, what's it called? Melanin. What's it called? What's the thing you need for your skin? We are very pale. So we cannot deal with the heat. What do you do when it's stifling hot?
I'm not pale. This is due to my religious beliefs.
He identifies as a Norwegian.
I don't worship the sun, so I stay out of it.
I mean, fair play.
Everybody else is out, going to the beach and going out and all these places where you get stifling hot, and some people out there going, "Oh, it's lovely, just get out there and lie in the hot sunshine." I can't think of anything worse.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's this sort of temperature, go to the beach is fine because you can go in the sea or go in a pool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Anywhere with a pool and a bar, that works. I'm all for that.
Especially if it's a tiki bar, right? If it's a tiki bar.
I misheard you at first, but I was thinking, yeah.
No, not that type of bar.
All right, okay.
No, I agree. I think TT bars are great.
But otherwise,
dollar bill, y'all.
About seeking refuge indoors and fans on, ice creams and cold drinks out at all times.
Yeah.
Fridge stacked with about 60 cans of different things. And just play a few games and chill. Chill in the heat. That's all we can do. Well, it's all I can do anyway.
No, Coover doesn't worship. So he worships Graham Roberts, the man from Weymouth. That's the real god down there.
What's been happening with you, Benny? You always ask us. What about you, man?
What do I do in the sun?
Been brewing?
I hide. I stick my air conditioner unit on. I get the coldest drink possible, and I just hide. Get a bath that's only got cold water in it and sit in that all day.
It's something to be said for the Americans at this point. I remember going over to California a few years back and ordering a beer.
Yeah.
And I just said, whatever's the most popular. So I got a Sierra Nevada.
Yeah.
And they served it. And on the surface of the beer, crystals of ice.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. That is correct.
Yeah.
I mean, I do like sort of pale ales and, stouts and things like that. But hot temperature, ice cold beer, the colder the better.
Bobby looks like one of the penguins from Madagascar when they reach Antarctica. Big up, Clement.
I feel like it, Mickey. I feel like it.
Yeah.
All jokes aside, the basement here is it because the furnace is in the basements here, or cellar, as you UK folks like to say. It's always coldest in the basement and always hottest in the winter because all the heat comes out of there and all the cold comes out of there, right? So it is actually chilly down here.
Yeah,
sounds great.
Honestly, from what I fear you guys are going through, you'd probably pay to be in this basement right now.
Absolutely, I would.
Yeah, hey, for a lot of things.
Yeah.
Hey now. Well, you've seen the other rooms. Hey. I have a titty bar. I mean, tiki.
He does. He has one of those. But the best thing about California Coos is they serve ice water at everything, and they just give you enormous buckets of ice water.
True.
And it's there are no minerals in California.
And if it's not ice cold beers or buckets of ice water, it's frozen margaritas. They're huge as well.
Ice cold.
Big fan of that.
Ice cold Mexican Coca-Cola with the real sugar, and it's like as you said, the bottle's frozen because they've
the real sugar, Coombs. The real sugar. The Mexican Coke has real sugar.
Yeah,
right.
I know.
That's why Benji loves it. Right.
Yeah. Oh, kudos.
Hey now, be nice.
For God's sake. That's going in Bobby K's database of jokes.
It already has.
Yeah. We have side dancers in the house. Good to see you, Si. Hopefully you're well, buddy. Hopefully you're well.
Simon, how are you, buddy?
What does everyone in the chat do in the summer? What is their favourite pastime during the summer? What's their favourite thing they remember? Favourite ice cold beverage?
Actually, I'll tell you one thing that's a bit heartbreaking. We had the, as you guys know, we had a little anniversary party thing here, just a dinner with friends in the backyard, and it was cooking back there. I was lucky enough to borrow a canopy from buddies of mine that the ones that own the nursery, the twins. So they got this big 20-foot by 10-foot canopy. It's great. So we had that all set up and everything. I have a misting machine that I haven't used for a couple of years. And while I was up there bringing down chairs and stuff like that, I found it. And I was like, oh, shit, yes. Got to hook this thing up. Found it, hooked it all up, and it's dead. It was heartbreaking because it's so awesome. It's so awesome. You fill it up and it just lets this nice cool mist out.
You've been to Europe in the summer, like a country like Spain or Italy, Bobby. Like you walk around those little streets, and every bar has got a mist machine on the canopy. So you sit outside, and it's just spraying cold water at you. It's
like Niagara Falls. When you walk along the strip of Niagara Falls, you get that light mist off the falls, right? Yeah, and that's very refreshing, man.
Oh, the one I've favoured at the peak summer, the hottest I've ever been. South of Turkey in July.
Jesus.
And it was well over 40 degrees. And almost everywhere we went, there was people with horse and cart and ice in the cart and watermelons. Yeah. And they were just like, oh my God, it's a life-saving kit. Yeah. Just hack into one of those ice cold, we're just rubbing it over our faces and eat while you're eating it, being absolute pigs. They're laughing their heads off, but they're making some money and we're cooling down. Everybody wins.
anything like that though in the summer. Any fruit with loads of water in it, if it's ice cold, like ice cold lemonade in the summer as well. That really zingy, it's fantastic. It's
but you guys don't. Sorry,
go on.
No, go ahead.
Okay, I was going to say those stereotypical scenes of like the school kids in America trying to make a few extra cents of themselves with a lemonade stand. It makes perfect sense.
Yeah. Well, we got Ian's in the house. Good to see him.
Sunshine.
A kid actually did that in the UK. A kid did it. I saw every American cartoon. They always do it. So this kid thought, I can make a few extra quid. I'll get a trestle table out the back, and I'll make lemonade, and I'll serve lemonade to people for £1. The local council actually served notice on them and gave them a £5,000 fine.
Yeah. They actually fined them, not just warning. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, that is what's wrong with this country. We can't. And any kid with aspiration of actually building something and actually trying something and trying to have fun. No,
I'm sure it'll get squashed, that fine, but
well, it got squashed when it went on the internet and went viral.
Oh, it has already. Good, right?
Yeah,
that's what happened with
5-6 years ago. But it was
another one from the States. Have you seen that one?
No.
It's the two young black kids, a brother and sister. Their dad had just passed away from cancer, so they were doing stuff to generate money for cancer research and stuff.
Yeah.
And they lived in an apartment building. So they're set up outside the apartment building, and one of the ladies from the apartment building, of course, a Karen, decided that hey Jose, that she wanted to call the cops and everything, and the cops came, everything like that. They ended up they didn't find him or anything. Instead, what they did is turn around and they messaged pretty much all their buddies, and every cop on duty ended up coming through. And even some fire trucks came through there and EMS and stuff like that. And what ended up happening, it went viral, and they set up a GoFundMe page, the police unit there, and they ended up generating like 30 grand or something for it. So it was kind of the opposite of what happened there, which is nice, right?
So that was a true story. I was thinking, my God, you're going really dark with this joke, aren't you?
Well, going back to the heat thing, one of the things, actually, I don't know if you guys do or not, but when it's hot, I'll drink something hot, because it's been proven that if your body, if you warm up the interior, it actually cools down the exterior.
Proven, Bobby.
It's been proven, man. We come from heat. You come from coffee. Stick to your specialties. We know heat. Hot tea, buddy.
If you so when you're in the Arctic, if you're in the Arctic Circle and it's -40, drinking an ice cold bottle of Coke.
Perfect.
What?
You'll be warmed up, baby.
Drink mead if you're in the Arctic Circle.
Mead.
Yeah.
Mead and ale.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Breakfast of champions.
Alcohol in it, and alcohol dwells the pain. But if it's boiling hot, making yourself boiling isn't going to sweat it out. It's just going to make it miserable.
I think you can drink tea at any time. Yeah. I think it was
a true story.
If I was actually on fire and somebody served me a cup of tea, I'd still be thankful.
Sad reality, kudos.
How can you drink an ice block? Not sure. Hey, it works for the polar bears and those Christmas hats. Yeah, it does.
There you go. And Ian knows his polar bears.
Apple tea and turkey used to cool me down. That sounds good.
Yeah, that always the box of apple tea in every hotel room in Turkey. I'm sure of it.
Yes. Mickey, no. Hold on. Let me just get a screenshot of this.
Knows where it's at. No, it does not. No, it does not. When you're in 40 degrees.
So Mickey, basically, he's saying you're wrong.
Yes. Just sometimes she can be wrong. She is perfect, but sometimes even she can get stuff wrong.
Coop, I think this is where we should step away, buddy.
Oh
shoot!
Business has just picked up.
Business.
How are we doing, people? How are we doing?
Big Archie is in the house.
How are we doing?
How's it going, Brian?
All good. How about you, Coos, brother? And how about you, Bobby?
Good, man. Good to see you, man. Good to see you.
Oh, good to see you, brother. We still got to sort out meeting up. We have to sort that out ASAP.
Well, now things. 1 more week.
I'm going to have to
after next Saturday, we're good. Yes.
Oh.
Come on, send Mickey the link.
The link, she can jump on. But we won't do that. The only thing she'll do is she'll scream at me for not eating oysters and insects. So there we go. But Brian, what's been brewing this week?
Nothing much, mate. Nothing much, in all honesty. Been a fairly
that is the myth.
Nothing week really. Don't know what's that. I can't believe we're already at Wednesday time. I still can't believe tomorrow's blooming August.
This year's gone so quickly,
mate. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous how quick it's gone.
It's because everything's going so wonderfully well with the football team, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oops. Hey, hello. Hello.
I've got a quick topic of conversation. Just thought of it.
All right, Bobby, I'll play it.
That wasn't it.
Yeah.
The topic of conversation, it's just a quick one, would be I've now got a cupboard full of like Turkish apple tea because I loved it because I went on holiday.
Yeah.
So what's a delicacy you've brought back home with you from another country? You thought, that is so good, I'm going to make sure I've got a supply of it. My other one would be masala tea.
Ooh,
that's actually that's the one I've done.
That's a good one, Cooves.
That's the one I've done.
I'm waiting to see which way Bobby makes a joke out of me with this.
When I went to Italy, I brought back this.
Nice.
Not bad, not bad.
And I love it.
Open it. Let me see, Ben. Let me see it.
Oh,
Let it.
No. Open it.
There we go.
Let's see the spices in there, buddy.
It's more of a. What's it? You can't really see it.
That looks like something else. That looks like something completely different, Ben. You've been rumbled.
No, I haven't.
No, not that street value.
In the words of Bobby, that is a very good tea.
It's a very good, very.
Or
it is a B, not a V.
Or in other words, Bobby says, where is it?
Oh, that is fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
It is.
It's fucking a fantastic. But yeah.
Kudos is comment. The next one. It is very good.
Very good. Yes. I was in a cup and asked for China, said it was spicier and not sweet. Psh, if only they knew.
Yeah. They think Ian's a normal white guy. They don't know he's half brown.
Yeah.
He's a reverse coconut.
Yeah.
Now, I will have to say, Cooper, in answer to your question, I bring loads and loads and loads and loads of English tea back here because the tea here is crap. Orange Pico is crap. So I bring literally 3,000-4,000 bags of tea back home with me. Or if anyone's coming out, they bring me more. So I'd have to say British tea is much, much better.
That makes no sense, though. You just said you bring 3,000 or 4,000 packets to bring back home with you. So you take tea to England?
Shut up.
Shut up, Bobby. Hey, we got Robbie. Good to see you.
Hey, Robbie. Good morning. And good morning to my beautiful nephew, Roman. Robbie, thank you. He always sends me a nice video. Roman, he's playing in the pool. He's walking around. I got to go see my little baby.
Good to see
I'm horrible.
But it's that time of the show, everyone. It's time to find out. It's time to find out what's happened on this week's Florida Man. You know the rules of the game, everyone. Day of the year, Florida Man. Brian, what's Florida Man been up
why have you come to me first? I forgot
one that's next to me. Unless you want to go, do you want to go there?
Yeah, I've literally just I completely forgot we were doing it.
I'm ready to go if needed.
All right, we'll put Cooves there then.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. On this day, Florida Man was taking refuge in his refrigerated basement from the heat outside. His wife had turned the dial right down. It was near its freezing point. and to keep himself on a nice sort of level balance, he was drinking some chai, some masala tea, and he was drinking some Turkish apple tea, and he had the constant temperature balance between freezing air, nice hot beverage. Only trouble is it built up a bit of steam, and the steam kept building all day, and it kept building, and it kept building, and it kept building, and eventually the room exploded, and some of the shrapnel took out Donald Trump's ear.
Oh, for God's sake. It's a good story.
And all of his followers decided to put tape on the other ear.
We're getting cancelled. Brian.
Yeah, I think
what's the man been up to?
I think he's over in Paris right now, waiting for the first drug test failure to be a deputy for every single drug test fail in the Olympics. So I think he's in Paris, waiting to represent any and every country every time someone does a drug test fail.
Okay, that sounds right.
There we go.
Sounds right. Bobby, what's Florida man been up to?
Florida man was actually returned to Florida today. He was on a trip. He had decided that he was going to go away yesterday on the 30th of July, but unfortunately customs in the landing country decided to send him back because they said, unfortunately, you cannot bring 3,000 packages of English tea into England. So please return to the country you apparently live in, that you like to visit on a regular basis. And him and his traveling companion, some guy named Drain Bagul, were unfortunately returned by customs to Florida.
I like it.
Drain Bagul does sound like a Bond villain, really, doesn't it?
He really does, yeah. He has the laugh too, and the fingers.
Jesus Christ! Right, let's see what.
No,
people
Jesus
in the
is no Jesus. No, he doesn't look like Jesus. Just a long hair or beard. He's actually he's slim, trimmed.
The
nice
the temperature gauge up there is just slowly going up.
Bobby's getting a slap the next time he goes to the Scotland Yard. Let's see what people in the chat for.
You are a dead man. Wait till I see you. Love, Brian. Strange message.
Little case, my buddy.
It's always good to get a text from your mum.
Oh, that was the middle finger to say good morning. Florida man.
Let's see what people.
Wow, Ring Caddick. Really, dude?
That's just
well played, sir. Well played.
Florida man going to Europe.
Karma, Bobby, karma.
Florida
was
man.
She on the flight with you too?
This is nice and brutal, isn't it?
Florida man went on a road trip to Canada. I like it. Florida man with no arms charged with stabbing man with scissors. Okay.
This sounds real to me.
Where's everyone's comments? Florida man is currently delivering concrete for Pletty Goal, otherwise known as, I've got the picture right here, Pletty Little Liar. So, yes, stop lying, Florian Plettenberg. Stop lying.
Who is that? I don't even know who the hell he is.
Oh, he's just a liar.
So he's a politician?
Guys, Florida man was looking for Tottenham to win a trophy, but nothing was found.
Angus. You were one of the ones we liked, Angus. We thought you were one of the nice ones.
Yeah, Angus.
Sheesh. What's next, man? You going to start harassing Brian about how much he visits Canada? Terrible, man.
My God.
It's all in here, mate. It's all in here.
It's all in there.
All in here.
Unfortunately, guys.
Receipts.
Unfortunately, guys, you're all wrong.
No.
What?
Yeah.
Even Bobby.
Yeah,
No.
even Bobby.
This is what I'm talking about.
On the 31st of July, 2018, Florida man carries a live alligator like a purse for a beer run.
It was actually a tea run. So my story is true.
No.
Like a purse.
Yeah.
Well, what sort of very ladylike?
Well, it's went around like this. I'm just going for a beer run, mate. So he's carried it under his arm. He took his alligator to buy a beer.
How's she doing?
A lady's purse or a man's wallet? I mean, there's a big difference.
Well, no, if it was a wallet, just stick it in his pocket. Imagine walking
Exactly.
around.
That's what we do. If you've got an alligator, just ram it in your back pocket. It's fine.
Exactly.
But if you can mince about with it like a lady's purse like that.
Yeah, but you go down there,
quite
Coops.
difficult.
When you're down there, they've actually got gator pants. They have pants that they make with pockets that you put your gator in.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why he would be carrying it around. Florida
Makes
man's not
sense.
too bright.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It makes sense there would be less of a queue at the bar. At this point, the purse could be made from alligator. Yeah, it could.
That's true.
It's a very good point.
Yeah, they are. Just ride the
Americans are
alligator.
different.
Yeah, just ride the alligator.
I have to say, if anyone's not tried alligator, it's bloody delicious.
Colin.
But I saw a Florida man when he was Pucking a Sanjay.
Pucking a Sanjay. Pucking you, pucking the bastard.
Get out of it, Sanjay.
Also, alligator's really good for a kebab.
Big up,
because it's
Sanjay.
the right shape.
Yeah, they are.
Mate, alligator is damn tasty. It's damn tasty.
Oh, but it's a little bit like chicken, is it?
Everyone said, listen, everything apparently tastes just like chicken.
Humans are supposed to taste like pork.
Oh, there you go. Oh, well, that's
Cannibals call it long pig.
I'd never know. I'm not allowed to eat it.
Oh, God. How do you know this?
Just typical the Jewish to be against cannibalism, isn't it?
Damn right. Would have to be.
Apparently so. With chili or garlic sauce.
Why not both, Angus? Why not both?
Yeah.
Either, but
why not a
probably
chili
every year when we go to when me and Alana go to the CNE, the food hall, the major food hall, I know exactly where the stand is every single year. I go straight there and it's alligator with potatoes, onions. I have like the biggest. Oh, mate, it's gorgeous.
Colin is asking something very personal. Are you a breast or a leg man?
I am more of a leg man.
Good to know. Good to know. A boiled salted human kosher. No, it is not. Pepper tastes like pork. Alligator meat. Is it barbecue?
Peppa Pig.
Goodbye, Peppa.
Thanks, Ben. That's going to be in my head now all day.
Yeah. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Appreciate that. Oh, my God.
It's also that time of the next game of the show.
I never even got to answer Koopa's question yet for what I like to bring back my holidays. Honestly, for me, it's because I actually visit England and I live in Canada. When I go there and I come back, I like to bring back a fine assortment, of course, beautiful British chocolates.
Can I just say, when it comes to
of that in there.
When it comes to the receipts I keep,
yeah,
I do keep them. But you know, when you go to a shop and they have to change the till roll because it's coming red at the bottom of the receipt paper.
Yeah.
That's where you are right now. You're
you're so full of shit. I've got to be on at least my fourth or fifth roll.
I didn't say what number roll. I didn't say what number roll. I just said it's time to.
Okay. It's time to change this one now. Okay.
Bobby, you said you were really looking forward to kicking up a fuss at the airport and waiting for your purple luggage.
Oh Jesus! The train bagel.
The traveller. Yep. It's time to play a game. It's time to play the game of Who's the Muppet.
Oh my God! Who's the Muppet?
That's right, everyone. Here's the rules of the game. I have found five different, I believe it's 5 different people that I have made into Muppets. And you have to guess who it is. And we're starting with this one. And we'll start with Brian because he was last week's champion of the world.
So Brian, I have to say, I think, well, I won't say his name, you'll guess what. I think this is a guy that may be one step closer to being closer and closer to reaching that final step of joining Milan.
Okay.
That's who I think it is.
Okay. Cooves, who do you think this Muppet is?
That's Jermaine Defoe.
Oh.
That's a good guess. Bobby, who's the Muppet? And I want everyone in the chat to guess who this Muppet is.
I think Brian and Kuba are way off. That is so obviously Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic, whatever the name is.
Ibrahimovic.
Yeah, that's it. Zlatan. There, we'll go with the first name. It's easier. That's Zlatan. It's obvious. Look at the smile.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see it. Can see it in the eyes.
Yeah.
Let's see what people in the audience think. Let's see. We have Kudos saying Emerson Royale. Got on your bike, Scott. Good to see her. Good to see her. We got Kudos now saying Brian Hill. Make a choice. Make a choice.
It can't be Brian Hill. Look, he's wearing a full-length shirt there. Brian Hill hasn't got the strength to carry that off.
Yeah. Ringketic is saying it's Bobby Kay.
Brian Hill doesn't have the strength to wear a long sleeve shirt.
Is it Donald Trump?
No, he's got both ears.
Ericsson. Wanyama. Tom Huddleston.
Tom.
Sadiq Khan. I'm hoping it does. It's not. It's Anthony Gardner. It's Anthony Gardner.
Of course it is.
It was Emerson, but during this time, the deal to Milan moved one step closer, so he had to leave.
Yeah, absolutely. So no one got one right that go, but we'll go to the
I
next
was the closest, though. It was Zlatan.
You were close. Brian, who's the Muppet?
Vanessa Feltz.
Okay. Who does everyone think this is in the audience? Cooves, who's the Muppet?
I think I know who it is, though, real. But
facial expression's really familiar. I think it's Jermaine Defoe.
Oh, brilliant. And Bobby, who's the Muppet?
This one is actually a lot harder than I thought. Geesh, who could that be? Who could that be with the leather jacket and everything like that? It's got to be Big Bird from Sesame Street.
Anne Robinson, Big Bird from Strasbourg.
Oh, yeah, I could see the Anne Robinson bit.
That's what I thought.
And everything. Yeah,
yes, you are the weakest link. I'm sure of it.
Let's see what people in the audience think. Cat Slater. We got Donna Cullen.
Oh.
Ringketic is saying Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, Black Widow.
We got Spurs Diehard saying
Hi,
Donna
Adrian.
Cullen. Kudos is saying Lava Girl. Alison Hannigan. That's a good guess. Anne Robinson. Chris Waddle. Sean thinks it's what's it called? What's her name? Can't remember.
Slavely, whatever.
Slavely, that's the one. Susie Quattro, Karen Brady, Conor Gallagher, Ian Wright, and Emerson Royale.
Hey, Nick.
And Anna
Biggie Smalls.
Rupert Grint. The answer of this one is Scarlett Johansson.
Bloody hell.
So, yes, that works. You can see it from the air.
So I was right because she looks just like Big Bird.
I don't know which one was closer, Anne Robinson or Vanessa Feltz of my guesses.
I'm going with Vanessa Feltz.
Okay.
Brian.
Oh, this one is so easy.
Who's this Muppet?
Alfonso Ribeiro, better known as Colton Banks.
Ooh. Coos.
Oh, it's that Scots bloke, isn't it? With the did the sailing song and everything. Jermaine Defoe.
And Bobby. Who is it?
Oh, this is easy, obviously. You can tell by the hair, the jersey, everything, the smile. This is Whitney Houston.
It definitely looks like her.
Before or after being Whitney Houston?
Oh,
Before.
This is pre-Bobby Brown.
Before.
No bruises.
Let's see what people in the audience think. Angus is saying Cristiano Ronaldo.
Who's that?
Who knows? Side Dancer is saying Pedro Porro. Colin Cross is saying Kyogo, the Celtic forward. Tom is saying Mick McCarthy. Wayne Bonner is saying Peter Stringfellow.
Big up Mr. 57 Screens.
Big up, Wayne Bonner. Big up. Is it Victor Gyökeres? We have Ivan Drago.
Oh, yeah.
It's not any Celtic player. Colin Hendry. Got to see it. Vinketic, good to see her. Good to see her. Stefan
day, buddy.
Everson.
That scene in Rocky 4 when Apollo Creed's been sparked out by Ivan Drago, would it have been more impressive if you saw that character leaning over at him? Oh, if he dies, he dies.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd have gone for that.
Spurs Die Hard are saying Wincy Willis. Joe Hart. And finally, Nick is saying Rod Stewart. The answer of this one is...
Oh, well, you got two more.
The answer... Mr. Blobby. Mr. Blobby. Mr. Blobby. This one is Eric Dyer.
Oh, man. Jay's going to be so pissed off with me.
It's Eric Dyer.
Yeah, because Eric Dyer would get picked up so much normally.
I do
to
have
be
to
fair,
say,
he sings like Whitney.
last week seemed like a game show to pull you in to easy questions, and now it just feels like you've done that to rope everyone in, and now the questions are so random because I wouldn't have got Dyer, even though there were clues there.
Brian,
Yep.
who's this Muppet?
Henry Winkler, better known as the Fonz.
Okay. Cooves, who's this Muppet?
Again, this face is actually quite familiar. So, is it Jermaine Defoe?
And Bobby, who is this?
This is clearly someone made of Lego. So it is trying to remember his name now.
Jermaine Defoe.
No, it's close to that. It's Dermaine Jaffoe.
Jermaine Jaffoe, yeah.
Yeah, it's Dermaine Jaffoe. That's what his name was. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see what people in the audience think. Sean Slater is saying Mikel Arteta. Andrew Gregory is saying Mikel Arteta. Angus is saying Mikel Arteta. Tom is saying Arteta. Dragon is saying Arteta. Lego Head. Ivan Drago's wife.
I like Bridget Nielsen.
Colin Cross is saying Danny Dyer. Everton legend Mikel Arteta. Joey from Friends. Suck it, Angus, apparently. That's not very nice. Bloody hell, it's the Four Stooges. Good to see you, Wayne. Yeah. Sky Dance was saying Michael Jackson. And the Irish Hotspur. The answer to this one is it was a resounding.
Irish Hotspur.
It is Mikel Arteta. It is.
Oh, come on.
It's Captain Black. It's Captain.
I thought we were playing Who's the Muppet or Who's the Twat.
Muppet.
Yeah,
Twat,
with the games, who's the Muppet? I can't tell on this one.
Yeah, which one's which?
Which one looks more like Jermaine Defoe?
Yeah.
Well, left. I don't feel hatred to the one on the left.
Yeah. And finally, there is a Chinook flying above me, so something's obviously going to happen. And finally, Brian, who's the Muppet?
Fabio Paratici.
Cooves, who's the Muppet?
I suppose looking at the guitar, I'm tempted to say Jimmy Page, but I think it actually looks a little bit like Jermaine Defoe.
Maybe. And Bobby, who's the Muppet?
This one I know, and I'm going to give a serious answer because clearly this is someone that's very musically skilled, can play that little double guitar thingy, majiggy, and really rock out a stage. And that's the one and only Canadian legend, the Kung Fu Panda himself, Jack Black.
Okay. Let's see what people in the audience think. Andrew Gregory is saying Robert Plant.
What did he plant?
I don't know. Tom is saying Jimmy Savile. Wayne Bonner is saying Albert Einstein after a session.
It's definitely not Jimmy Savile because he'd always be on the fiddle.
Kudos is saying Eric Johnson. Chris Agenbar saying George Formby. Sean Slater is saying it is twat. Side answer is saying Ed Sheeran. Wayne Holland is saying Mark Knopfler. Looking at the fingers, King Charles.
Yeah.
Angus is saying Sir Cliff Richards. It's soul guitar player from Pink Floyd. No, it's not David Gilmour. It's not David Gilmour. Dragon D's Nuts is saying Gary Glitter. There's a hell lot of paedophiles in this section. Fingers O'Reilly. And the answer of this one is, indeed, it's Jimmy Page.
Yes! I got one right.
That's Jermaine Defoe, all right.
Yeah. So that was Who's the Muppet? But it's not the last game of the show.
Oh, Jesus. Who's doing it?
Who won? Who won? I won, right?
Yeah, Ben did it. I didn't make up any of the questions.
Stuart's inquiry here, but yeah, okay.
It's time to play Karen or Darren.
Karen.
Or Darren! That's
right, Ben, before you read, I've got to just take care of something for Alana. She just messaged me. I'll be back in like 2 minutes, so I might miss the story. But without even hearing it...
That doesn't matter with this.
I'm going Darren.
All right, you go Darren. Okay. Let's go.
Yeah, reverse style. Give the answers, then we'll have the story. I'm going to go Darren as well.
I'm going to go Karen.
The first story is a review of the Kempinski Hotel in Cancun, Mexico. If you don't know where Cancun is, and it's called Disappointment. Just checked in, have been here many times, going back to the Ritz-Carlton, got back from dinner. Harry's was excellent, came back to the lounge to have a few drinks. It was before 11 p.m. close. Lounge is packed with a company group, and I try and order a wine and a margarita. Was told they couldn't serve me. Waiter was embarrassed and blamed it on their bar manager. Was told to walk to the night manager, who was not helpful and honestly rude. The guy will ruin your brand. They did not decide to send drinks to the room after asking for room service and help. This is the first time I have experienced it with this hotel, and it all falls back on the night manager, who is combative and incompetent. We pay for a nice place to stay, and this is obviously not a place I will return to. Your loss, as we have been loyal patrons for you for over 10 trips. What a shame. Kempinski is a joke with management in place. Use caution. Better places next door. Chad Barron. Cooves, Karen or Darren?
Didn't he just say Chad Barron?
Might have.
Oh, no, it's like you being very sneaky.
Very sneaky.
I'm sticking with Darren anyway. No, wait, that was way too many words.
Way too many
It would have
words.
if it was a bloke, it would have go, this place to dive, no beer.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's Karen.
Yeah.
Bobby, Karen or Darren?
I'm sticking with my same answer, man. I'm sticking to Karen because I honestly, it was tiring just listening to that many words. I can't imagine some dude writing that much.
All right, let's see what people in the chat think. Angus is saying Karen. The number one Agon bar in the world is saying Karen. I've lost the will to live. I'm watching. The only women.
That's the vibe we're always going for.
Yeah, absolutely. Only women give reviews of hotels. Tom is saying Darren. Dragon D's Nuts is saying Karen. Wayne Bonner is saying Darren. Ian is saying Karen. And Andrew Gregory is saying Karen. The answer to this one is...
Oh my God, stop being a Karen. You're totally being a Karen.
Indeed, it was a Karen, and that was a thing on the person's note where they wrote a male name at the end of it, which would probably the name of the night manager, but instead it was written by a Karen. So...
Good. It was typical. It was just typical. I think Coover has had something to do with this because I hadn't even heard the stories, and still I get it wrong. There's definitely something afoot here.
Yeah. The next story is from the Traveller's Friend in Woodford Green. It's one of my local pubs to this thing. So I have been to this pub before, but I have found some reviews of it. It's called What a Dump. Ghastly pub. A quiet drink with friends ruined by a small group of yahoos who wanted to party and were given control of the music by the chef. This once great pub has been ruined. It's a crying shame. Bobby, Karen or Darren?
That's got cough written all over it. It's your local, right?
It's one of my locals.
Yeah, I'm going with Ben.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, actually, no. I think Ben is the one that was probably partying and blasting like old, like polka music and stuff like that, having a good old time with Mickey. So yeah, I'm gonna go Karen.
You're going Karen?
Sorry, no, Darren. What's she doing in the pub in the first place? She should be at home cooking. So Darren.
Well, it's a pub restaurant.
Brian. Sorry, got Brian.
I'm going Brian next. I'm throwing it out of sync. Brian.
Yeah, first of all, you might want to give Colin Crossamano a synopsis of what this show's about because he's at a loss of what the hell is going on here.
So are we.
Colin, just this is literally, it's an hour of nonsense.
Yes,
an hour of light-hearted nonsense.
Sometimes a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes a little bit more.
It's 2 hours of absolute nonsense.
I'm going Darren again. I'm sticking with my Darrens.
Okay, sticking with your Darrens and Cooves. Karen or Darren?
Definitely a Darren. I think Bobby was on something. I think that says Kaufman written all over it. The question is which one?
Oh, yeah, that's got Will written all over it, actually.
It has.
Okay.
I think
you're right, yeah.
Was it
I'm doubling down on Kuma's Will.
The small group of yahoos? What?
It was.
What? It is, yeah, it's very well, yeah. Yeah, I'm with Cooves, doubling down on Will.
Let's see what people in the audience thought. Dragon D's Nuts is saying Darren. Kudos is saying Darren. Angus is saying Karen. Darren in drag. Andrew Gregory is saying Darren. Ben wrote this. No, maybe. I might have. Tom81 is saying Karen. It's a piss up. It's a piss up. Afternoon, Stew Boy. Afternoon, Stew Boy. The answer of this one is... I'm claustrophobic, Darren! Indeed, it was a very up-yourself Darren that didn't like having to share this pub with a bunch of young people.
Having fun. Damn it, Will. Let the children live.
Yeah, let the children live.
Big up, Will.
And now we have a review from a restaurant in Glasgow called The October. And the story is called Give It a Miss. Really looking forward to this as a wee treat, but we were sorely disappointed. The staff all require basic training as nobody appeared to know what they were doing. We had to come looking for someone to take a drinks order, and even they took an age. The starters were lovely, but the mains were cold, and mine was covered in spring onion, despite the fact me telling the server 3 times no onions. I specifically asked if there was anything in the dish that wasn't listed on the menu. She didn't know, so I asked for it plain with just the meat and the mayo and not to give me the store as I didn't want the onion. It arrived with a load of hummus and clarted in onion. They took it back and clearly had just been picked off. The food was cold and nobody checked on us during the meal to see if everything was okay or to see if we wanted more drinks. So to be clear, from being seated, we were only served 1 drink, had to ask for cutlery to eat our mains, and then no one followed up with us the entire time we were there. When they came to clear the plates after the bill was almost paid, they didn't query anything despite my plate being almost full still. We'll never be back and would not recommend. Brian, Karen or Darren?
I'm going to twist and go with my Karens this time, so I'm going Karen.
Ooh. Cooves, Karen or Darren?
I think Brian's got to be right at some point. I think this is
Right
a Karen again.
I was right last time.
Way too much description going on there. But I wouldn't bother with all that. It's shite. Didn't get my stuff quick enough. Had onions on it.
Yeah.
No stars.
Yeah.
So it's Karen.
And Bobby, Karen or Darren?
I think this is Will again. When did he go to Glasgow?
Will's never been to Glasgow, amazingly.
This review put him off after he wrote
it. I'm going to go Darren only because even though it's wordy, the main premise and the foundation of the complaint is the fact that he didn't get his drink.
Oh,
you think so? I thought the onions was a bigger issue.
Oh,
yeah, but if he had his drink, he wouldn't have cared about the onions.
Angus has been to this bar. It exists. It shows that these
So it was
stories.
Angus.
It was Angus.
Yes.
Yeah, stop being a Darren, Angus.
Stop being a
Yeah.
Karen.
Stop
Yeah.
being a
Darren
Darren.
McDowell or Angus McDarren.
Yeah. Let's see what people in the audience think. We have Dragon D's Nuts saying Karen. Scottish men don't win. We got Tom81 saying Karen. We have Andrew Gregory saying Karen. Brave to complain in Glasgow. This is definitely a Karen. Angus wrote the review. Mickey is asking Karen or Angus. It wasn't me. It was me, Dad. The answer to this one is...
I'm claustrophobic, Darren!
Bloody hell, Brian, you just had to do one thing. Get
I
one right.
When
Well,
I'm taking you, mate.
I read the last
Three,
one right.
baby. Three for
I got the
three.
last one right, and you went against me. So, seeing that you're going with me, I went for the wrong one.
Okay.
Double bluff, mate. Double bluff.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, he makes me shake my head.
Yeah,
It's-
Look, I didn't invite him. That's all I'm saying.
That's it. Do you think I
Told him
did?
it was his dad. It was
I'm
Angus.
still. I'm just waiting for his visitor visa to expire, so they ship him back to England.
Oh, you can carry on. You can carry on.
Oh, shit, I forgot he could hear us.
And finally, we have a review from the Group Hotel Park Natural in Alcudia. It's another place I've actually been to. I chose a lot of places I've been to, except I've never been to Mexico. So I'd like to go to Mexico at some point. And it was called We Have Not Left Happy. And it goes as follows. We went with my friends to rest. The hotel was good, but it was a bad experience since it was full of Germans who came to party in the early morning, shouting, and then were making noise all day. We found the food at the Paradiso restaurant to be overpriced in relation to its quality. Cooves, Karen or Darren?
I'm gonna have to go Darren on this one. No particular reason other than I think it might be. There you go. That's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's
Click that.
Yeah, that's in depth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brian, Karen or Darren?
I see. I stuck with my Darrens, then I twist and I got it wrong. But now I'm torn that if I twist back to my Darrens, it will be a Karen.
Mm.
On the same hand, if I go Karen, it will be a Darren. So
Decisions.
I'm going back. I'm gonna go back. Darren.
And Bobby, Karen or Darren?
I was gonna say Darren too because it's short, sweet, to the point, but I refuse to side with Brian. So Karen.
Let's see what true Bobby. Hi Leo. Hi Leo. Hi Leo. Hi Leo. Hi Leo.
This whole USA England conflict's really kicking off now, isn't it?
Wow. Wow. Listen, Patty 99, don't you start.
Racist.
Yeah, no.
You would have got even more if you called him Sweden 99. You would have really got him then.
True.
Let's see what people think. We got Andrew Gregory saying Karen. We got Dragon, he's not saying Basil 40. Angus is saying Karen. Leo is saying Karen. Oh, that's what's happening at the next Scotland Yard game. The English complaining about German behaviour on holiday. That called in the pot. Absolutely, indeed. Need some answers, people.
In the back room, sitting by myself.
I like the Daigle tier 1.
It's a good sort. I have it on reliable authority.
Brian Dagelmano. Oh God. We got AJ's in the house as well. Good to see you, AJ. Is it a Karen or a Darren? I've got no answers. Karen or Darren?
Darren.
The answer to this one is...
Oh my God, stop being a Karen. You're totally being a Karen.
Brian, you keep on talking yourself out of it.
Yeah.
It's nice to go 4 for 4. You know,
It's
Brian, you did really good today, man. I think next time, you know, I should listen to your end.
How about no?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I should listen to your answers.
Yeah, don't ever listen to me. It's not wise. It
you could
gets you
say
into a lot of
that,
trouble.
Brian, but last week you were the champion. So, unfortunately, not everyone can win every week.
No, I like to make it inclusive. We live in a world where everything is inclusive, so
Absolutely.
I like to share the glory.
There are no losers at St. Barnabas's. But on that note, it's time to wrap up the show. Brian, when can people find you next?
Okay, so they can find me next at 6 p.m. UK time for Evening Brews with James Flower. Evening Brews again tomorrow with Simon making his debut, and then back on Chris Cowlin's channel for a special chat, me and him talking all things Spurs, transfers, board, you name it. We're discussing it. So that should be an interesting one. But yeah, tonight, Evening Brews, 6 p.m.
Great stuff. Cooves, when can we next find you on, buddy?
Well, I refuse to do any serious football shows until the transfer window's open. Closed, I mean. So
Closed.
Window's
So,
not open. We're not signed anyone.
yeah, I'll wait until January. Yeah, so I'm just going to do like Bobby and I are talking about doing Coov and the Kang for the first time in ages on Saturday night.
Whoa.
So hopefully that materializes. I think it will. We'll be up for it then.
No, we're ready.
Yeah,
We're overdue. Yeah.
So there'll be that to really, look forward to.
All 8 of our viewers get excited.
Otherwise, here on Brewing Bollocks and occasionally popping up on Jacob's United Spurs of America, because although he does a serious show, it's never serious if I'm on or if Paul Beatty's on. So,
All right, good to hear. Bobby, when can people next find you?
Saturday night, buddy, with the big, sexy Norwegian sex pot that he is right here. This glorious cream-filled jizz box. Oh, sorry.
Just keep going. Just let him close up. We'll just keep going.
What have I just listened to?
I don't know.
So looking forward to return of the Coov. So we're gonna kick off on Saturday night, and we'll get a guest list ready now and everything, and we'll just have a couple of laughs, and we're definitely looking forward to finally debuting Scissors or Semtex.
Absolutely. Thank you all so much for watching today's show. We will be back tomorrow here on The Coffee Company at 2 p.m. Thank you all so much for watching. Bobby, catchphrase.
Unity through football, baby, and help Brian stay in Canada.
For God's sake. Cooves, catchphrase.
Big up the Anglo-American.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have to redo this and put Kuba's face on here. I've watched that 74,000 times and I still laugh.
You see, you put my face on it, and then Paddy will be offended by it.
Yes.
Oh,
Paddy
perfect. Oh my God, that's killing
it.
2 birds with 1 stone. Got to do it.
Paddy actually
No, I wouldn't be bothered about it in the slightest, but he would.
But thank you all. Aki, take it away, sir.
And as always, Levy out.
And if you smell what the cough is brewing, thank you all so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Ciao for now.